I am having some very unusual issues with my iPad, so I had to cut this problem out and put it on a page by itself to get it to work. So that's why the rest of the test has disappeared. But we are on number 23. Consider the table below. 1,000 bytes is approximately a kilobyte. 1,000 kilobytes is approximately a megabyte. And 1,000 megabytes is approximately 1 gigabyte. And this is talking about computer programming, computer memory. Using the approximations in the table, which of the following expressions represents the number of bytes in 2.4 gigabytes? So we are going to have to do some ratio and proportion stuff several times. There are other ways to do this problem, but I'm trying to figure a way that I can show it to you visually. So I'm going to use ratio and proportion. And I am going to start with the information I know. I know the number 2.4 gigabytes. And I also know the conversion that 1 gigabyte is equal to 1,000 megabytes. That is coming from the table. So when I solve this proportion, I will do 2.4 times 1,000. You can absolutely just move your decimal, but I would feel safer if I told you to use the calculator. So 2.4 times 1,000 is 2,400. And that is megabytes. So make sure you understand that step before you move on to the next step. And I'm going to put a line here to separate the steps. Now I'm going to take those 2,400 megabytes that we just found, and I'm going to break those down into kilobytes. So I know that 1 megabyte, according to the table, is 1,000 kilobytes. So I will multiply 2,400 times 1,000. And you can see already that this number is getting very large very fast. So I'm going to expect that my answer will be either D or E. And I'm leaning toward D. But let's see. 24 times 1 is 24, and we have 5 zeros. And you're going to divide that by 1. You will still have that same number. And if you want to put some commas in there, you can. You could also go ahead and write this in scientific notation if you wanted to. So this one would be 2,400,000 kilobytes. And then we need to break that on down into bytes because that was the question. So let's see what we have here. 2,400,000 kilobytes. And we want to break that down into bytes. So I know that 1 kilobyte is equivalent to 1,000 bytes. And we are about to be done with this mess. So 24 with 5 zeros times 1 with 3 zeros is going to be 24 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 zeros. And if I divide that by 1, it won't change anything. So here's the answer that I'm looking for. And to put that in scientific notation, you're going to take the leader and put a decimal behind it, and then bring on the non-zero numbers, times 10, and to get the power, you count everything that is not a zero. I'm sorry, everything that is not the leader. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 places, and that becomes your exponent. So your answer is 2.4 times 10 to the 9th. That's D as in delta.